Born criminal, where we say, we they spend money, they buy you bed shit, where you they put for that your head, they make you look like you be somebody. Come here, only. We have your record. At least this Kano state government is the one that is funding the what do you call it? The Emirates called the Kano Emir. Come here. The Ashemashe, the Nokuno, the what do you call it? The irresponsibility, financial irresponsibility that would have led Jonathan to send you to jail. You, they abuse me, they call me thief. You, Sanusi. Now Ogun go kill you. Come here. We get your record. You have been spending, you don't marry another wife. You don't marry like 2 wives since we make you emir. And in the course of marrying them, you spend so amount of money. Emir, know they spend this kind of money. Oh. Now we discover that you have been actually spending the money of this emirate. And we want you to account for the money. This is true story. Oh. I just wanted you to enjoy it. That's why I'm saying it this way. Oh. It really happened though. Come and explain all this money. This one says 1.2 billion. This one says 300 million naira. When you go to Saudi, what do you go do for Saudi? You the craze. Come here. They can't call Gandola. Calm down, oh. Calm down. There are many ways to kill a cat. Oh. Don't do this. Oh. A lot of people will not understand you. If you go for him, okay, they know you are coming for him. Now, at the end of the day, now you go lose. Oh. But we have many ways you can kill a cat. Okay? Just create more emirates. Break that emirate that is making him feel like he's one angel sent from Futajalon, Saudi Arabia. Break the whole thing. They can't break. They say, no, I have to remove him. I cannot just break the whole place. I have to remove him. I say, before you remove him, okay, just break the whole thing. Omo. Now the State House of Assembly come vote. So yeah, remove him. We don't want him as Emir anymore. Depose him. The same way he ran away from Abuja the day he was expected to be arrested. When Rotif me, Amechi, that is Ubima Judas Iscariot. You remember Amechi that time? They were all paddies. El Rufaya of Kaduna. They were the shining stars who want to come and save Nigeria from Jonathan, from PDP. Remember? It was the Ubima Judas Iscariot that drove the car to pick up Sanusi from airport too. Last, Isha, all of those dramas gave Nigeria the lifeless may God, Bokwari, that now came to send Nigeria 40 years backward. Guess who said that? Same Sanusi. The guy is still walking about like he's an emir, by the way. He's always there trying to say, intellectual. You see this country? You know what this country? This country has a emporium. This country has Gungaton, a resources in the Republic of Korea. You know, there's something we have to do. When we lay our hands on Gugotam, the Gugotam can make this. He loved. People like that. Oh, amazing. Listen to Emir. Oh, no nonsense. So, job men, career criminals, chances. But to some of you, no, my good, don't talk like that. You know, Emir, Abori Ejini, they talk with the tell me, say, man, no talk like that. Emir is different. She don't share for me. She don't mean share ni. She mo bere opinion lórí Emir ni. Emir ko. Sultan ni. They are all the same. Somebody go dress, he go say, Espiritun. They say na bishop. Any owo. Aberi daru ni. Eje yo won kuro nu ara won. If you actually know how much they all work hand in hand to keep you mumus, to continue to be doing wow, be ambulance. Saying wow. And they actually know how to sell those things to make you start doing wow. Say wow, shen shire ni, shambulance ni. Wow. So people like that, you know what I mean? So he's coming back to say, after all of that journey, The journey from 2015 to 2023, which happened to be just 8 years journey, supposed 8 years journey to the future. About 40 years back, Nigeria is back to 19, according to him, Nigeria is back to 1890. Anyway, listen to him. Everybody that is lying, they say if you live long enough, if your heroes live long enough, they will be villain. Sometimes when villains live long enough, they will be heroes, Abi. Ayeti Daru. Emir Sanusi, tell us about Bokwari 8 years that everybody was so happy at the time that they were going to change Nigeria. Here we are.
All of this good work you've done, all of this advocacy ties around the economy.
$180. No, it was 2,180 in 1980, 2,229 in 2019. Now, at this rate, by 2023, on a per capita basis, PPP, we will be back where we were in 1980. We have been set back 40 years. I mean, and you look at the fall. I mean, between 2014 and 2019, all the gains made in 35 years between 1980 and 2014 were wiped out.
Shogboyinbo, do you understand English? Sorry, not you. I'm talking to that one. Yeah, you. Every gain that Nigeria must have actually made between 1980 and 2014 was wiped out between 2014 and 2019. By 2023, we are back to 1980. You know what I did when I woke up this morning? When I checked that a dollar to naira is now 1,070 naira to a dollar. I screamed. Kada fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin APC ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ yìí. Ní kúre ní kọ̀ọ̀kan. Like, just wake up and just come. They are méjì mẹ́ta. Just drop it on them. They are ruining and destroying lives. They are telling them to hang on and hold on. They are telling you to hang on and hold on. When they are actually so busy to further dip you in that pit. And if you don't understand what this means, there is a particular one that is very visible in the gains that has been wiped off by this APC, Egbekegbe, Apààyàn People's Congress, Al-Qaeda People's Congress, Ayad Killers People's Congress. Sorry, that is not APC. Remove the Kinijare Koyo Isha Ikurumekolo Aya. Because that's what they represent. Anybody that is identifying as APC, Egbekegbe, when you see them, you just like, oh, talaleba ni ko da fún yín. Atalaroba ni ko da fún yín. Alale oni jo ko sun fún yín. Tile tiran. Shey you get? Just make penyele won lórí. They will respond back, oh, ko ni da fún wo no. You haven't done anything wrong. Shey you get? But the reason why a lot of them deserve that ekpe is because while they are sinking you, you were shouting Hosanna, Hallelujah. Some of you were even shouting Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. You see, dúpẹ́ tí ẹ o, Alhamdulillah. Ẹ ń ṣe Alhamdulillah nínú ìṣẹ́, ẹ ń ṣe Alhamdulillah nínú ìyà. For one ní kẹ́ forí tì. Use your endure. That's what you call it in English. Endure. In Yoruba, we say fioriti. That is, use your head to kind of push it. If they push you, use your head push them. If they push you push them back. Baba, literally, that's the easiest part. The easiest part. The shege that is pushing Nigerians, those who are using orito, fioriti. Apart from the fact that they have already gone bad, right? Some of them don't get pito. They don't get pothole inside their center of their head with the shege they are seeing. They will kill you. They are not working to get you out of any mess. They created the mess. They will dip you in it and deeper and deeper. And you see all the free wars like this. Sometimes they always come too late. Look at the lives that Boko Haram have destroyed. Or let's say, look at the lives and businesses that APC Egbekegbe destroyed in 8 years. Sanusi is now telling us that it's even worse than that. You are back to 40 years. Now, then take a look at what Tinubu is doing right now and tell me if it's not going to take you back to 80 years by the time they are done. 80 years to your long. Nigeria. Any one of you associating with APC, Egbekegbe, blackmailing the ordinary people who have done nothing. What people do you? Have you ever asked yourself that what be your offense? When they come around and tell you that you should be very careful because now God they choose leaders. Do you see where I kind of always don't want you to let your pastors, your imams, your spiritual leaders or anything where you believe in, your mama lawo or baba lawo, uncle lawo and auntie lawo, it doesn't really matter what you believe in. The moment they begin to use that their vision or be whatever they are seeing or anything at all, the moment they begin to use that to project political power and political responsibility, wọ́n ti ń kọjá àyè ara wọn nìyẹn o. Size wọ́n dẹ̀ wá ń bí dáadáa. You know what I mean? That means they are already passing their boundary. When your pastor begin to use his own author, they predict what is going on in government or in politics to shape your mind. We know the game. I know the game very well. And that's why I always want to let you know that always separate your faith when it comes to this issue of governance, politics, and everything that comes with it too. Once you begin to mix them, about anything where you see me, you collect them like that too. Sure, you get anything where you see me, you collect them like that. Because there are people like us, we have learned over time, right? That you cannot mix that your faith, which is strong and real to you. You cannot use that to talk about a leadership. So when somebody now turn around and say, my ego, it is just, God. There were times people were saying to me that God is punishing Nigerians for their offense or whatever. At a point, and I was like, how? He said, well, God is giving Nigerians bad leaders because of their sin, because they are not turning to God. So when somebody told me that, I knew that I was talking to a madman, somebody who is really not there anymore, but he wouldn't know. So, but I kind of pushed it back and I said that, are you a sinner? And like, are you a believer? And he said, yes, very strong believer. I said, but there are many other believers like yourself too. And he was like, yeah. I said, you are not a sinner like many of us. Okay. I said, how come that the God that you are serving could not use just because of you and people like you who cry to him all the time, to look onto Nigeria and change Nigeria. How come he couldn't, because of you, change Nigeria? Why did you not ask yourself that if God is punishing Nigerians because of whatever sin you think is their sin or whatever, right? What about you that is not a sinner? Because the consequences of all of this, now you said they share in now, they share in it. How come God is not using you to forgive all of us? Then it was like, God can do. I said, now Olori Buruku people like you are using God, okay, to confuse other people in order for them to become the subjects of the criminals who are leading them. Now Olori Burukus like you, using that same God, put that God inside it, confuse everybody. I said, is that how much God hates Nigerians, including you? Do you not see how blasphemous you are for using God to say God chooses leaders? But somehow, God has been choosing horrible, heartless criminals as leaders of Nigeria, who have also made sure that Nigerians remain in darkness, in poverty. What kind of blasphemy is that? How could you be so blasphemous against the same God that you serve, that you are using him as an excuse for the failures of these criminals? Around that time, he was like, no, you are taking it too far. You cannot understand. You cannot understand things of the spirit. I was like, oh, Nikure ati spirit here. Don't bring it to me. Oh. Don't ever come closer to me and start talking about how I can't understand why normal human beings, who are given opportunity, running a country, and they are running that country aground, and it has become like it's a normal thing. And you are telling me whatever is going on with them is happening in the spiritual realm. Ogunloma power at the spiritual realm. Take it outside, though, and let people think clearly that the criminals they are dealing with, they don't have any evil, evil power or this power or whatever that is actually, in a way, superior to yours. But people who make you believe that they have all those powers are those who are telling you, now God, they choose leader. Then on the other hand, the reason why you have bad leaders is because you are a sinner. Don't ever fall for that. And if you are the type who always find a way to connect spirituality with leadership and then use that to say people in the coven, people in the darkness, they are the one controlling their mind. The people in the darkness are not controlling their mind that they should probably run mad and run naked and run outside and never come back. They didn't do that. The people in the darkness, they trained all these criminals. These people in the spirit, they trained all these criminals, Abi, on how to, loot your money, forge the document, do all of that. And once they take the money, they know where to keep all the money. They know what their family members deserve. They know what to do. You know what I mean? They could give all those resources to them. But you, or do the right thing. And then at this point, you have nothing you can do. You just have to pray. Oh yeah, Egbadura. Everywhere they are putting the mind of all the Nigerian leaders. We command, we loose, we bind. If you don't get mental problem, you will never join them in such prayers. And say, the next prayer point, Tiwa, all of the leaders of Nigeria, every evil hand, every evil spirit controlling their mind not to do anything for us. Oh yeah, Egbadura, Adura. And then you go there and say, Orúkọ Jésù, ayé ló ń ṣe ẹ́ o, wèrè ló ń ṣe ẹ́ o, wèrè gidi ló ń ṣe ẹ́ o. You are not calling Jesus and calling Jesus or calling God. They won't answer you because they will know that you actually deserve to be in an asylum, in a mental home. Come and treat. And that is why people like me will always kind of be there to remind you that don't let anybody let you mix your religion, your faith. It's yours. Very, very, very sanctimonious. It's personal. I may never understand the strength of your faith. You can talk to me and pray for me and tell me things and all of that. But when it comes to government and governance, Baba, joturi Ọlọ́run, má yẹ ká jà. Just don't bring your faith to it, because I know where that is coming from. I have been there. Do you understand? I have been there. I have been in a position whereby I have been programmed. I was programmed to believe that the reason why I was suffering was either because I wasn't praying enough, or I didn't have strong faith enough, or some people who are actually after my life, after my glory, after my destiny, they are stronger. They made me believe that those who are after my glory, my destiny, they neither sleep, they neither slumber. So I must make sure that agbàdúrà, àgbàkúlàdúrà o, àgbàkúni o, àmàgbàdúrà yíkúni o, or àwọn tó ń ṣe wá, people wey dey do us, they know they sleep o, you must pray. That's what they made me believe too. I believe that if I want good road, we all need to pray for it. I used to believe that if you want electricity to be stable, we must pray for good things to come. And our Father in heaven will bring them and send the helper. I was made to believe that if government failed, God can raise anybody to come and give us whatever we want. I was conditioned like that too. So if I tell you not to bring down your belief and your faith to the conversation of a governance, responsibility and all of that, I am telling you from my own experience. Don't bring them up. Because I know some of you want to shake with you. Who always bring all this faith thing. I have just said my mind now. Before you know it, my WhatsApp, my phone, they will be receiving special messages like, God will still use you. I have a faith in the Almighty, my God, that I serve. I know you don't believe. Politics. Michael, don't talk like as God like that. God can. God at anything because I know where you're coming from. And I'm not actually questioning your faith or your what have you, but don't bring them to political conversation. Don't bring them to the responsibility that comes with leadership. Don't. If you do, Munisa is yellow. I don't even care about your age. Okay? I get your size. Because we know how they work all this conditioning. And we know why we are where we are today. How it's become so easy that there are those who are always going to be like, if you want left for long, my brother, let's leave them to God. Let's leave them for God. I came from that conditioning position as well, where they made me believe that God loves poor people. Maybe some of you still believe that, Abi? Or you don't believe that? No anymore. Sure. I came from that background too. That I am poor. Could actually be because of the love of God for me. And anybody, if the government failed to do the right thing, if I should cry, me, poor man, poor woman, if I should cry and my tears drop like this, and I call on God, I call on my God, you will see what will happen. They made me believe that too, as a poor man. So politicians will now come and say, you must be very, very careful how you treat the poor. I mean that they talk about it now, we be the poor. Because they are the apple eyes of God. They say we, poor people, we are the apple eyes of God. So you must be very careful. That's why when you give to poor people, you will receive bountifully, because God will bless you for being kind to the poor. Now we be the poor people. So it now makes you feel better as a poor people. We say, how are you poor? I say, now we be that too. What about all the poor people? Can we see all the poor people? Then we just say, hey, we there here. We are the apple eye of God. Be careful, treat us better. We are the poor people. Don't let us cry. If we should cry, Lasso, God can suddenly just take away your wealth. And God can just make you poor. Because God does not want the poor people to cry. They use all of that. So they make you feel better that you are poor. And there are many people who still believe that. Politicians will loot their money. build mansions, take the money outside the country. Okay? But the politician, they feed the poor people. Do you know how many people this man is feeding? Mayegun. Mayegun, you are just spoiling this man's name. Do you know how many mouths this man is feeding? The poor people that rely on this man. Let us fear God, Mayegun. Do you know how many poor people that are praying for this man? This man that you are talking about here, anyhow. Do you know how many poor people he's saving? You know, and the poor people will be like, it's true. Oh. If not because of him, I will never eat Uncle Ben's rice in my life. It was his wife who came and they said, poor people, oh yeah, come, we want to help the poor people. And they gave us Uncle Ben's rice, imported. So they make you feel like it's good to be poor, even though it is the worst of the worst. You want me to give you an example? How helping the poor in the context of Nigeria. I'll give you one. For example, when they say, we are going to give subsidy palliatives to the poor people. So the poor people are going to be like, okay. I will see if they will give me. The last one they shared when they said that we the poor people from this part we should assemble. That one they didn't give me. They did not give me anything. Another thing is coming for us now. We poor people. I will see. Let's see if they will not give me. So they make you feel like it's all right to be poor. It's not all right to be poor. It is not. Okay? And the fact that they intentionally make you poor, they want you to remain in that poverty state so that everything they give you, it will be like say they do you favor. Poor people in Nigeria, they will tell you, can you imagine? This honorable was sharing rice of this, my brother, people are hungry. Let us appreciate. Let us appreciate this honorable. Some honorable, they will not even share the food. They will just take the money themselves. This one is still giving them something. You are complaining. You, this Mayegun, how many people have you helped? Aladeo. We are talking about those who are using government money, your money, supposedly your money, all right? And they are now giving you handout, stipend, because you are poor. They are helping you to get you out of poverty. And we can tell that while they are sharing that stipend, the majority of the chunk of the resources has gone down into the private pocket of these criminals. Now, you want me to come and now explain to you how many people with me I don't buy rice for? How many people I don't pay their school fees? So even if I tell you how many people I don't buy rice for, how many people I don't buy puff for, would that then make you come back and have a conversation with me that these criminals, the way they are treating you, is not right? Would you come back and agree? Of course, you will never come back and agree. So when I told you that I've been there before, they are conditioning poverty na bastard. Oh, boy, you buy Miami. Poverty to na bastard. I'll tell you more. We'll go to Kogi. I'll show you how they always kind of treat the Nigerians they considered as poor, that they are helping. So politicians will see it as, you are complaining. What if we decide not to give you? What are you going to do? We can decide not to give you. Say, okay, sorry, sir, sorry, we know that you can decide not to give us and there's nothing we can do. Anyway, oh yeah, bring them, collect them. Baba, oh yeah, confront, come and collect your own.
Number two. I saw one man you are in. Number three. Number three. Number four. Number five. Number five. Number 5. Voters card down, yo. Number 5. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. I didn't. Yeah, number 9. Number 9. Number 10. One year for Kevin, then number 10. Number 10. Number 10 of none. Number 11. My 11. Give us space in the wow. Number 12. Okay, you shift. Hello. 13.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Maso Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ńlùú. Pressure ti wà. Èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ. Sẹ́yìn ìlú lé. Follow wa anowo wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Now ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní time yìí.
That was Kogi. Shebi, they said they will give 80,000 naira palliative. All of us said, Dan Boroba, Shege Bansa, Abi, Baba, na Congo, na Agolo rice, Agolo rice, inside the black polythene bag, plastic bag, with 1,000 naira. And you have to show your voter's card before you can even collect the 1,000 naira and the Agolo rice. Reality check in here. Many won't actually collect anything. Meanwhile, on the record, 60 million Nigerians have been lifted out of poverty by giving them 1,000 naira and Agolo rice. That is it. Keep them in that poverty. Tell them that Nigeria is going to be great one day. If they live long enough, maybe they will see it. And if they don't, it's all right. Maybe their children will see it. And if their children also grow old and they don't, well, that's fine. Maybe their own children will see it or more. How could anybody even sign up for that? Africa Wahala. Thank you for that, okay? So somebody was passing through the Lekki Ekpe today. You should do like me. Honestly. What I'm about to tell you. Oh yeah. Lekki Ekpe. In 2004, Kolu awarded the reconstruction, okay, of Lekki Ekpe Expressway, 2004. And this was awarded to the Shaguris, or Shaguri. You know the Shaguri brothers, Abi? The same Shaguri. Anyway, they are Tinubu's partner. Etirugi Igiuni. When they finally batch and they start their real thing, After 8 years, if you endured it, it go come be like say, na pepper every day, pepper in your eyes, pepper in your mouth, pepper everywhere. But don't worry, we have a name for it. It is called Shege Banza or Shege Pro Max. 2004. If you are from Lagos, you probably have seen high-tech construction, high-tech this and that. Na Tinubu honamo. Na Shaguri brothers they run amo, including the Lekki Free Trade Zone, where Tinubu and his interest and his business is very much of the high stake. Since the criminals have been running Nigeria, there has been never any criminal in Nigeria as presidios that awarded road construction or any contract to his own company. Tinubu don't do am. Devil Umahi from Ebonyi, who is also the senator representing Ebonyi somewhere. Devil Umahi is the minister of potholes that replaced Isale Barack Obama, Ajangbadi Albert Einstein. That is a Fashola. Now, Devil Umahi don't go draw map. They want to build road from Calabar to Lagos. It will be called Coastal Road. Guess who they gave the road to? Iteki, Shaguri brothers. Yeah, and it's going to have a toll gate. But we'll first go to the Lagos road that they have been constructing since 2004. This morning, the work update today.
7:45 a.m. 25th of September. This is Ogidon area of Ogidon approaching ShopRite. This is Lekki Expressway. This is the Lagos that we are trying to. Nobody's doing anything. You can imagine. Just look at this. Look at this. The 5th of September 2023. This is Lekki Expressway. This is what people have to deal with on a Monday morning. This traffic is probably about 3 kilometers long now. That's it. And it's not even at the end yet. I've been inside this now for like almost 40 minutes. This is what we have to deal with every day. Government, please come and do something about this. This just doesn't make any sense. Lagos State, Lekki Expressway, the fastest growing area in the whole of Africa. This is what we have to deal with. So shame on.
Man, see there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. EFCC chairman still there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. Ewo, EFCC chairman still there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. Ewo, EFCC chairman still there for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. If you dey do government work, you no carry am for head, you. Maka one day I got bokwa gike na ma o. In another government, you hear why you one day more. Ebukwa ya nishi one day I got bokwa na ma o. Ewo, EFCC chairman no dey for jail. Politician wey man still dey for
jail. Politician wey the probe don't enter for power. Jungle. Concentration camp. Nigeria. Where they love to live in their own fantasy world. Kolu. Jaga banditi. Jaga addicti. Aṣíwájú àwọn olè. Aṣíwájú àwọn agbèrò. Aṣíwájú àwọn àtọ̀ọ́lé. Èèyàn Ṣàtàbándú, somebody was asking, well, on this issue of road or no road, I remember when Ikene Shatabandu, Pastor Ruga, Agbowoni Baba Oja, the one that is a special advisor to Bokwari on burial arrangement and condolences matters, including trader money, they put him in a shopper to fly over Apapa so that he can decongest Apapa. It was like 007, James Bond, who is just about 3 feet tall. You know, James Bond has to be like 6 feet. There is no Shatabandu James Bond, Abby. But this guy dressed like James Bond, somebody who is like, action man, he's going to drop from the sky and he's going to fix Apapa, Lagos Apapa Expressway gridlock and all of that. At the end of the day, now just simple photo op. Story. Pastor Ruga has now turned to motivational speaker. He is now motivated. He will come here and he'll start telling you, as if to say he wasn't the vice president. Even when he was the vice president, right? What do you call it? He'll go to talk to you like saying he's talking about somewhere. He's talking about different people. It's Alaye, you be vice president, you the mad, dini. Why you they talk like say some people must do something? Today now you don't turn to pastor. They collect Rabba and Naomo Ejue, the member of his own church, that they collect Lamba every Sunday now. Like, how could you even sit in front of those criminals and say they are preaching the word of God to you? Like, a strong, like I said, I don't want to question your religion. For some of you guys, you strong go. So you go sit down like this, that Tinubu army, that one that is the general of the Tinubu army, that you're Israel, who is also a pastor in Redeem. That one go mount this and I go to preach. But yourself go to say amen. Niwa Jews that you're Israel. I want a strong go. Abi Akuri Nigalailai is also a pastor, I've been told. Akuri Nigalailai is also a pastor. And I don't want to tell you the church, you should know. So Akuri Nigalailai will be mounting the podium and the altar. You go to preach now. You go to say amen. Everlasting Lord. And he go to lead song and praise. And yourself go there. You go to say, oh, Jesus. Jesus. Niwaju Akuri Nigalailai. Abi Pastor Femi Oponu Adeshina. You know, Femi Oponu Adeshina is also a pastor. They go sit down and they preach. Yourself go sit down there. They go say, open Leviticus African Wahala, chapter 6 and 7. And yourself go open up. Go they read them in front of those guys. I'm strong, you go. Faith, you strong, you go. And I'm never going to judge you. I don't want to call you names, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, this bunch of trashy born liars who actually have no idea that their actions actually have consequences. But there they are. They are still your pastor, unfortunately. So yeah, I was talking about, the reality you live in, but you can follow them to shout, he built Lagos, he built this. They built nothing. They built nothing. And you have no idea what they have done to you. And I hope you do. I do hope you do. But going forward, somebody should tell Pastor Tunde Bakaron. Now you see Pastor Tunde Bakaron, who is also a double speaker charlatan to some extent, yeah? Pastor Tunde Bakaru be like Barrister Femi Falana. You know, sometimes if you listen to Femi Falana, you go to say he's a senior advocate of a nuisance as well. He's a double speak. He always double speak. He's somebody that sometimes when everybody go this way, he go this way. You go the one that say, wait till they worry this man. And sometimes when he actually come out and he says something, you say, yeah, that's a Barrister Falana. Like I know, you know. But that doesn't diminish his defense of those that the government is persecuting. No, I have to give that to him. I'm just saying, okay, there are people that when they make a public comment on the government decision, just feel like, Shorima Ipesha, you know that kind of thing. You go sometimes you say it to yourself, Shorele Ipesha. Remember Confessor Wole Soyinka? Like somebody like Confessor Wole Soyinka, for example, that you respect a lot. You can't say it in public that Surely baba iti wa gba someone about ti gba cement ni. Che baba iti for gba leri ni. Kilo wetin dey wrong with Kongi now? Kind of thing, right? But you can't say it out. You just say it to yourself like, I say this baba don't get dementia. Kini sokuso to so yi. Femi Falana always does that too, but people believe that he does that intentionally. Sure you get. He can easily just, make opinions that just like God damn it, man. You know that kind of thing. It is the same thing with Yetunde Bakaru. It is like a broken clock. Sure, you get a broken wall clock. It can always be right twice in a day, AM and PM. The rest of the hours, don't bother looking at it. That's exactly what the likes of Yetunde Bakaru represent. Sometimes you pick the message, you leave the messenger. Sometimes you bring out the koboko, you whip the messenger, you whip the message. Do two of them. As the messenger they run, his message will be running after him. Sometimes. And I think there are also times that you just feel like, can you please just shut up? Sir, can you just shut up? Don't say anything. That kind of moment is like this one I'm about to play for you. And it's his statement on Mohbad. There are times that you just have to be like, just shut up, please.
Last night, my wife did not know that there was a Mohbad. How many of you know Mohbad? Huh? The Nigerian artist who died at 27? Mohbad. Mohbad. When he was drinking and smoking and associating with evil men, he does not know that the harvest will come so soon and it will be cut down in the prime of youth. I'm not blaming him. I'm just telling you, is Mohbad a good name? Mohbad. There was a young...
What's going on, Christian? What's going on, Christian?
That's exactly what the fans of Mohbad will feel like. Pastor, what's happening? Pastor, what do we do you now? Pastor, Pastor, my light in you. You know, that kind of thing. Like, Pastor, what happen now? Sometimes they keep quiet now. They can keep quiet. They can pretend to be that they, you know, sometimes, I do it too. Sometimes I just keep quiet. Sometimes. Anyway, I think we have come to the end of my own part of the presentation. So maybe we should take calls now, because I know a lot of you would like to react to everything I have said, and that would be a pleasure. But I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea, as usual, a fresh one, that will then serve me for the next hour. So you do me one favor, all right? We are currently over 3,000 of us on YouTube, which is great. Thank you. So you too can take a moment or take a break. Leave that comment section, okay? Like the broadcast. Subscribe to my channel. To all of you newcomers who just recently subscribed to my channel, thanks for staying back, okay? I hope I am still saying things that will keep you here, but it's not always going to be like that. The best way to enjoy Mayegun's Diary Politico is not to have anything to do with any of these criminals in Nigeria. Try not to, okay? You will enjoy my platform very well. But if you get feelings for any of these rogues, one day I go talk about your own rogue. The Mayegun that you love. I love this guy. Oh, this guy is so good. Oh, this guy, I like this guy. It's so... One day, if you be the turn of the person where you self no want anybody talk about, if you be your pastor, if you be your bishop, if you be your son, if you be anybody, but you need to get used to it anyway. Don't worry. We will all be fine. Don't go anywhere. Pick up the phone if you want to be part of this, okay? But it's going to be for the next, it's going to be after the next 2-3 minutes, okay? I will be back.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you.
Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. This is
Is that
Zeus.
you? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Not
Yes,
hard
sir.
to tell. Like,
yeah, my let me go straight to the point.
I appreciate that.
Since Buhari since Tinubu took over office, talking about what you said yesterday, the $700 million that he gave him.
That's right, 700 million.
Yeah, since he took office, Nigeria have taken the loan of $2.15 billion already.
Did you add the $3 billion from the Afrexim? I don't think you have.
Yeah.
Well, if you have added the 3 billion, then it can be 2.1 billion.
No, 2.15 billion.
I said, did you add the $3 billion they took from the Afrexim? So that's your total?
No. I'm just talking since May. Since May he took over.
Okay. I'll let you continue. You still don't get it. What I'm saying is that if your estimate says 2.1 billion, that means you haven't added the 3 billion they took in August, which was last month.
Oh, yeah. So
if you added that, then you won't have 2.1 billion. But go on with that explanation. I want to hear that. Okay.
So that's leaving like $400 billion. That's 35% of our GDP. And if you're looking at it, they're not investing in any project that will generate economic growth.
No.
And the last one they're taking, they say it's for the girls. The girls going to school.
Adolescent girls education.
Yeah. And that doesn't even Nigeria, the ships come to Nigeria and they bring we import. We don't export anything.
That's right.
And the ships they go back empty. So the export relative to import through creativity, not borrowing. You know, so if we want to encourage our currency to our economy to grow, we should think about the export relative to import through creativity, not through borrowing. That's right. Increase the value, stop importing fuel so that our foreign exchange production can be a centered economy. So if you're looking at it, they are not producing anything. We're not producing anything. And we're importing almost everything.
They are not investing in the production in Nigeria, production industries and all of that. They are not investing in them. They are more interested in building, awarding contract for road, awarding contract for this building, that one, and they will say we are working. No.
And another thing I want to say, I was thinking that Nigeria have the federal government, the state government, and the local government. Why is it that APC, there's nothing like local government elections anymore? I keep asking myself that question. Even in Anambra State, for example, there's no local government election. They're just taking over the state by themselves.
That's right.
They're not creating avenues for the people to have access to government through local government.
No.
And another thing I want to say, there's this person that wrote a book. I think the person's name is Sola Akinyemi. And he wrote a book saying that the Igbos fought with the Yorubas. And I remember there is no time, you always say that in our history, that Igbos fought the Yorubas.
Never.
And I did my research and I found out that the people that the person mistaken for was Ubo in Ileje Kingdom.
I know.
What is now in Ondo State.
That's right.
Ubo, UDBO, is not Igbo.
Ugbo,
And there's no way
the pronunciation is, the pronunciation is Ugbo people. It's not even Ugbo, that would sound like an Igbo. No, it's Ugbo people. From
Ondo State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And see what these people are doing. This Akinyemi right now, and they're sending these books to the young children to read.
That's right.
They're trying to keep separating us. I mean, we shouldn't be falling into their trap. We should be calling their crap.
Most of them are deliberate.
When they keep
sure you get, and that is why programs like this are to remind everybody that nothing happened by accident in a system that is programmed to be exactly what it is. So if you see something, say it. Don't believe that it happened by accident. No, nothing happened. You see this story you are talking about. Let me elaborate a bit for our listeners so they will understand too, right? Now, there is this primary school textbook, and it's probably about history, something for the primary school kids. Now, in that history book, right, they were talking about Irohins, the Nigeria Irohins, which happened to be, they now mentioned Moremi of Ife. So they now said in that, they said that the story was about when the people of Ugbo will come and invade Ile-Ife. So then Moremi rose and gathered women and resisted them and fought them. You see this publisher for a national book that they are going to give to children all over Nigeria, or they give to children all over Nigeria. Akinyemi, like you mentioned his name, the publisher, decided to now put, instead of Ugbo, he now put Igbo people used to invade Ile-Ife. And initially people thought it was a typographical error, a very grave error. The guy came out, you know what he said? He said he Googled it. He saw it on Google. That's what he copied to even make it worse. This story you are sharing right now, Zeus. But nothing happened by accident. Not by accident.
Yeah, they're trying to divide us by all means.
That's right.
And again, my last note now is I just want to say happy birthday to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Today is his birthday. They're trying to shut down today is his birthday.
That's right.
So they're trying to shut any of us that are trying to speak against the evil system that they're operating. So I'm just wishing him happy birthday. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
You too, Zeus. Thank you so much for that. Let's all give our shout out. I saw that earlier today, and I was trying to kind of pick it enough that I could do something on it. But I'm glad that Zeus just mentioned that. Okay, so yeah, happy birthday to the man that Nigeria is at crossroads with. They have no idea of what to do with him. They can't kill him, but they don't want him to go. We'll continue, right, to demand for his unconditional release from these illegitimate criminals lording it over all of us. So yeah, happy birthday to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Hello there.
My good general. You know who is calling?
Well, I could guess, but I don't think I'm going to guess right. You have to help me, sir. Because that number is from Nigeria.
Now. No, it's me, Kenneth.
You see, how could you be calling me with +234 and you are asking me to guess?
Right.
That's so unfair, right?
I know, right? I know. My apologies. My apologies. I'm sorry.
You know how I always know that, I'm not like kind of person who has this special whatever, but I have my way of recognizing some people and I'll say, oh, that's you. Is that you? But you are calling me with +234 and I didn't even take a look at the picture.